A very good morning to all of you. This is your mathematics class, and today we are going to start a new topic under data handling, and the topic is probability. So what is probability? See, I am saying that it may rain today, means it may rain today or may not be, means there is a chance of raining today. So we can say that probably it may rain today, means when there is some outcomes and there is some chances, then it is probability. So under the probability there are some terms, and we will familiar about these terms. So the first term is experiment. What is experiment? See, suppose you have a die. Die, all of you know that die which is used by us to playing Ludo, and this is the die which has 6 faces: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. All of you have used die to playing Ludo. We are talking about this dice here. It has 6 spaces: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Suppose we are throwing this die, any of the 6 spaces will comes up bearing the number 1 or 2 or 3, 4, 5 or 6. So these are called random experiment. Okay, the next term is outcome. So what is outcome? Now see, act of tossing of a coin or throwing a die is called an experiment, but whatever comes up is called outcome. Means suppose suppose it comes 6, it has 6 faces, means what anything of the 6 faces will come. So this is outcome, and each outcome of an experiment or collection of outcomes is called an event. I hope you have understand these terms. And the next term is sample space. So what is sample space? Sample space of a random experiment is defined as the set of all possible outcomes of the experiment. These possible outcomes are called sample space. Suppose you have a die and you throw it randomly for a random experiment, or possible outcomes are 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. So there will be the sample space 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. There are some space, will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. When we throw a die, then the spaces are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. This is the sample space. Now, equally likely outcomes. So the outcomes of a sample space are called equally likely if all of them have the same chances of occurrence. Means suppose we tossed a coin, so there is two possible outcomes called head and tail. Either head will come or tail will come, and both have the same chances of occurrence. So throw a dice has 6 possible outcomes and all have same chances of occurrence. So this is the equally likely outcomes. If you are not able to understand these terms, then you can understand these terms by the help of the question. So let us move towards the question, the exercise 5.3, that is probability. Before this you have to see the formula for probability of a success. In this exercise we will use the formula for the probability of success will be number of success upon total number of outcomes. Means suppose you throw a die, okay, so total chances are 6, and you have to tell, means you have to tell the probability of the outcome of 2. So this there is only one chance to outcome, there is only one chance that 2 will come, so the probability will be 2 upon 6. Here 6 is total number of outcomes and 2 is number of success, and this is the probability of success. I hope all of you understand all these terms. So let us move towards the question. The first question of your book exercise is, list the outcomes you can see in these experiments. There is a diagram, and the first part is spinning a wheel, means you have to spin this wheel, and the next is tossing two coins together. Now see, there are four letters A, B, C and D. A is two times, but you have to write only once. So there are four letters A, B, C and D in a spinning wheel. So there will be four outcomes for spinning a wheel. See, here is spinning a wheel and total outcomes is equal to 4. The next is tossing two coins together. See, if you are tossing two coins together, there is one coin and there is two coin. You have the probability that both at the one time it will be head or head, and for this is head, and for this is tail. The next probability is, first in the for the first coin there will be tail, and for the second coin there will be head, and the last is both the coins will be, for both the coins there will be tail and tail. See, if you are tossing two coins together, so there are four possible outcomes, that for both the coins, मीन्स जब आप दोनों कॉइन्स को टॉस्ड करोगे तो क्या होगा, दोनों ही कॉइन्स पे हेड और हेड आएगा. दिस इज द फर्स्ट आउटकम. द नेक्स्ट आउटकम्स दैट for the first coin there will be head, means when you toss two coins, then first वाला जो coin होगा उसके लिए head, उस पे head आएगा, और second वाले coin को जब toss करेंगे तो tail आएगा. Similarly, for the third outcome, for the first coin there will be tail, means when you toss, tail will come, and for the second head will come. And the next outcome, जब आप दोनों coins को toss करते हो तो दोनों ही coins के लिए tail आएगा. So these are the four outcomes for the tossing of two coins together, that is head head, head tail, tail head and tail tail. So total outcomes are 4. Let us move towards the next question, and the next question is question number 2, which is saying, when a die is thrown, list the outcomes of an event of getting prime number, not a prime. Let's see. In this question, you are throwing a dice. When you throw a dice, which when you throw a dice, there will be the probability, there will be the outcomes that are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. No, because when you throw a dice, there will be the sample space 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, because a dice contains 6 spaces, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And now question is asking that a prime number, you have to choose the prime numbers between these numbers. The prime numbers are which divided by itself, or we can say that which do not have the same factor other than 1. So 2 is the prime number, 3 is the prime number and 5 is the prime number. So for a prime number, outcomes of event of getting a prime number are 2, 3 and 5. The next part is not a prime number. For not a prime number, the remaining numbers will be there, means 1, 4, 6, and 1, 4, 6 have other factors. See, 4 you can divide it by 2, similarly 6 you can divide it by 2 or you can divide it by 3. See the next part is part B, which is saying that a number greater than 5 and a number not greater than 5. A number greater than 5. Now you know the sample space are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. If there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, now you have to tell the number greater than 5. So there is only one number that is greater than 5 and that number is 6. So outcome of event of getting a number greater than 5 is 6. The next part is not greater than 5, means not greater than 5 means up to 5. So these will be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This is part B. Let us move towards the next question, and the question is find the probability of the pointer stopping on D in question 1A, means in this part probability of the pointer stopping on D. Now you can see that in this spinning wheel there are 5 pointers, that is A, B, C, D and A, or you can say that A, B, C and D. There are 5 pointers, so there will be 5 outcomes. Okay, so there will be total 5 outcomes. Now it is saying that probability of the pointer stopping on D, there is only one point, so pointer stops at D, which is one outcome. Okay, which is one outcome. Now there is a outcome, that probability, there is a probability of the pointer stopping on D is 1 upon 5, because there are total outcomes are 5 and number of success events are 1, because there is only one possibility to stop on D. See, total number of spaces कितने हैं 5, A, B, C and D. Number of event is 1, that is point D. So probability of point stops at D is 1 upon 5, that is number that is successive numbers upon total outcomes. The next part is probability of getting an ace from a well shuffled deck of 52 playing cards. There are 52 playing cards and we have to find the probability of getting an ace. Before this question, see the table. See this table. There are 52 cards. There are total 52 cards, and in this 52 cards there is a group of heart, spade, diamond and club. Now these are called ace. 1 2 3 4. So there are 4 there are 4 cards of ace. In the first one in the group of heart, and the second one in the group of spade, and third one in the group of diamond, and the fourth one in the group of club. So there are 4 ace out of these 252 cards. So the next is, in the group of heart there will be the cards that on that pointed 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Similarly 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and similarly for the diamond and also for the club. Now there are some cards of J, Q and K. Means on the some cards there is located J, Q, K. Similarly for spade J, Q, K, for diamond J, Q, K, and for club J, Q, K. These are face cards. These are called face cards. 3 in the heart, 3 in the spade, 3 in the diamond and 3 in the club. Now in this question we are asked about ace. So there are 4 ace in the well shuffled cards, and the total number of cards are 52. Means number of spaces 52 and number of event is 4. So probability of getting an ace is 4 upon 52, that is equal to 1 upon 13. After solving 4 upon 52 we will get 1 upon 13. The next part is probability of getting red apple. See this diagram. In this diagram there are how many apples there are? 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. There are total 7 apples. So we have to put 7 in the denominator. Now count the red apple. 1 2 3 4. There are 4 red apples. So the number of events are 4. Total outcomes are 7 and number of events are 4. So the answer is 4 upon 7. See the solution. Four upon 7. Probability of getting red apple 4 upon 7. I hope all of you understand by here. Still if you have any problem then you are free to ask. You can message me and I will take your doubts in the next video. Please tell me your doubts if any. Okay, thank you class. And you have to do all these questions in your fair notebook. Okay, and complete your notebooks also. I will check your notebooks in the next week. Okay, bye class.